Welcome to Tansson TV Plus. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Mom.
Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Yep, thank you for joining with us again.
We always love doing this, and Mom, I'm going to change it up. What's something interesting that's happened with you this week?
This week?
Yeah.
Oh, Brandon, I don't know. All right. On the day of taping this is actually for me a 4-day weekend. So I'm excited to enjoy the long weekend from work.
Well, that's great.
Yes. How about you, Brandon?
All is well here. It's been a very productive day today.
Well, I am glad it's been a productive day. Are you ready to talk about S.H.I.E.L.D. again?
We sure are.
That sounds great. We're talking about episode 19 called The Only Light in the Darkness.
Yes, this episode came out April 22nd of 2014. And Mom, we're progressing through these episodes pretty quickly.
We are, Brandon. We really are. Hopefully, it's another Wednesday or Thursday, and you're enjoying watching these videos. And so, anyway, on this particular episode, Coulson, Fitz, Simmons, and Triplet, they end up going back to Earth because they've been on the plane just for a little bit. And so, apparently, one of the criminals that was released by Garrett and his group is loose, and Coulson wants to save a young lady who knows this particular person, and he knows that this criminal is obsessed with her. Well, we find out later that this young lady who he wants to save is actually Coulson's girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, I should say, because the last time she saw him, he was alive, and then she found out he had passed away. But anyway, she's a cellist, and so this young man, this gentleman is obsessed with her, and he is going after her, and so Coulson has to figure out how to save her, but yet at the same time. Not let it be known that he's the one who's saving her. And so she really ends up being open to Shield helping her, and she is aware of Shield. And so that was plot one. Plot two has to do with Ward, because Ward, of course, is back with his group. He wasn't back with them initially before the Coulson group took off, but he's left with Eric Koenig. He's left with May, and he's also left with Sky. And then eventually it is just he and Sky that are together. In the midst of all of that, Sky does realize that Ward is actually part of Hydra, and then Eric, who kind of disappears per se by Ward at the end of the episode. But previously, earlier in the episode, he did give a lie detector test to everyone there. And Ward is the only one that he truly questioned, and actually sort of threatened him as he questioned him. So he couldn't tell by some of his answers. So anyway, that was this week, all in a nutshell, all mixed in together. All right, Brandon, did I leave anything out?
For the most part, I think that's it.
Sounds good, Brandon. How would you like to begin this discussion today?
Well, first of all, I did want to say that we didn't have Garrett in this episode.
No, we didn't have Garrett, but I guess they didn't need Garrett there to kind of muddy the waters because we didn't have Peterson either. I think we needed to, at this point in time, have Ward infiltrated back into his group and to see how he was reacting. And so I thought they did a good job of actually having him go back as he was trying to fake his way through.
Yeah, and in the previous episode, Providence, John Garrett did say that by releasing these criminals that they would keep Coulson busy, and one of them was Marcus Daniels.
Yes, he did say that the criminals would keep Coulson and his team busy.
And did you expect for the cellist to be brought into this episode?
Well, I was surprised that the cellist was actually someone who knew Coulson. I think that surprised me a little bit more. Um, I didn't catch, you caught the line that Garrett gave about the cellist, and I didn't really catch that, but I know this is your second time around, so of course you're picking up these small things that I would have missed.
Yeah, I know that they mentioned the cellist like intermittently throughout this first season that we've saw, but I was a little intrigued. Something I meant to bring up in our last discussion was that um, is that Garrett thanked Ward for telling him about the cellist, and I was intrigued because I didn't remember where that was going. But I will say that I do remember the whole like the playing of the cello in this episode, and I really liked how the episode sort of paced it in the sense that you could hear the cello themed in the parallels with Sky finding out about Ward.
Yes, they did a nice job with Sky finding out about Ward. Um, as I kind of mentioned, of course, it's assumed that Ward killed the Eric Koenig character because Sky did find his body, but um, but anyway, but it was also interesting to see how Sky figured out that Ward was with Hydra.
Yeah, and I definitely will miss Agent Koenig.
Yeah, I will miss him. I really, really liked him.
But I definitely thought it was so interesting because I mean, he is practically ready to shoot Ward,
Yeah, yeah, he was. He was. And and now of course at the end of the episode we have Ward is taken off with Sky and they have the plane. And I forgot to mention that May has decided to leave. And so she at the end is with her mother.
and it seems like her mother is a agent, a retired agent of some kind.
Yeah, her mother seemed to know quite a bit. Although she didn't say much, she knew enough.
But yeah, it definitely sounds like she's an intelligence community of some capacity or another. She did mention she was retired, and she said at least my agency didn't go under.
Yeah, she did say that. So now we've got to figure out how Sky is going to leave Ward and what she's going to do to alert the others that Ward is on the other side. And then and then it'll be interesting to find out who is going to figure out on the other side. I think I mentioned to you, and I wish I had done it online, that I said that Sky would be the one to figure it out.
Yeah, do you have a prediction as to who would figure it out next?
Uh, well, let's go for the person we're not expecting. Let's give Fitz. Let's give it to Fitz. Let's see if he figures it out.
Yeah, and I will say, I mean, Sky aside, it does seem, at least to me, that uh, Fitz and Ward probably had the closest relationship.
Yeah, it does seem like that. I do still like the triplet guy, and I like how he's fitting in.
Yeah, I definitely do like Agent Trip. He's definitely a fun character to have on the show.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to see whether or not he stays after this. When he was first introduced, I told you that Triplet and Ward were the same character. I don't think I said it online, but I told you, I said they're the same character. I wonder what's going on with them.
Yeah, well, definitely, it seems that someone is a little bit more loyal to the team.
Yes, yes, true, true. What else would you like to talk about, Brandon?
Yeah, well, in the lie detector test, I mean, we definitely did hear some things about various characters.
Yeah, we did, we did.
Yeah, like for instance, Agent May said that she's divorced.
Yeah, that was interesting to know. Didn't know that.
Let's see. Sky said that Sky is actually a name that she gave herself.
Yeah, and I can't remember the real name she gave her real name.
Yeah, she said her legal name is Mary Sue Poots,
Yeah, yeah, she did say that.
the name that the orphanage gave her,
Yes.
and that uh, if Fitz could only have one thing, it would be Simmons.
Yeah, he did say that.
But yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else that was interesting. I think that was yeah, I think the most interesting of what was said. But we do Ward does give a confession to Sky though
Okay, what's his confession?
that his brother wasn't the one that tortured his other brother.
Yeah, he said he was the one who tortured his brother, and he said he was a person who should not be liked.
Yeah, so it's interesting that Ward is being sort of open and honest, other than missing some major details, to Sky.
Yeah. Yes. And it'll be interesting to see if the next episode will actually bring the outside back into the inside world.
Yeah, I mean, so do you have any sort of predictions for this next episode, episode 20, which is titled Nothing Personal?
Um, I think this is going to deal more so with Ward and with Sky, but then I think we're also going to leap off also with May, and so it may not necessarily be about the other part people of the group. I think it's going to be about them. This is just my prediction, and I think that Peterson's going to have to come back in somehow, or at least be shown to kind of keep an interest there.
Yeah, and Agent May's mom. Well, Agent May says that she's trying to track down someone, and then her mom said, "I've always liked Maria."
Yeah, she did. She did. And of course, I couldn't remember who Maria was, but you had to tell me that.
Yes, so probably Maria Hill, the second in charge of Shield, I guess, which now no longer exists.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Brandon, are you looking forward to watching the next episode?
I definitely am.
All right. Anything else to talk about?
I guess one thing I wasn't fully clear on,
Low battery.
and that is with Marcus Daniels. So is it safe to assume he's no longer around? We think.
I would think at this point, because I think it's a little much to actually go into him being around right now, I think they needed to zap him to get rid of him. So I don't foresee him coming back, at least not for the first couple episodes, for the next couple episodes. It's not to say that he may not show up again, but for right now, I think he's not going to be there.
Well, Mom, we'll have to see. And do you think they'll be sticking around at that new base, Providence, without Eric?
Um, until they discover his body, I think they will be. I think they will be. They don't have any place else to go. They got to go somewhere.
Who do you think would find the body, if anyone's going to find it?
Um, Simmons,
Okay.
yeah. All right, Brandon. When we thank every, oh, go ahead. Do you have any more?
No, I was going to say, so your predictions are that Simmons going to find the body and Fitz will be the first one to find out.
Right now, yes.
All right, well, and that, who'd you say that this next episode is focusing on?
I think it's going to focus on May, along with more so for the core characters. I think it'll be May, and I think it will be Ward and Sky. And I think that for outside people, I think Peterson's going to pop back in.
All right, well, Mom, we'll have to go ahead and find out. We'll have to write down these predictions.
Yeah, we should do that. All right, everybody. We thank you so much for watching,
Yes, we definitely do.
and we'll see you next time.
Have a great day.
Bye bye.